Finished a level 20 mock battle. And now we have a level 20 character. Not characters, just Anna. Any hoot. Let's leave. And look at all this shit. So, what's up here?
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sycris.
He has?
My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
You're introducing somebody with a profile this late that's not a beautiful woman?
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance. If she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes.
You could have just told her.
Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely.
I love how this just became a thing now.
But a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
Is there any reason he's such a dick? You go through all this individual character development and you don't establish that. Yeah, I'm not sure when suddenly her mother became this big-time revolutionary. And again, I don't know why she was able to become the mother of a half-bred. She'd be too proud for that, I would think.
Heliorn, where the Esfrosti soldiers are stationed.
But then again, video game logic also had a native get with an English guy without marriage and have a child in Assassin's Creed 3, so, you know.
Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital.
Yeah, it doesn't matter in reclaiming the capital, so can we focus on that? And nobody noticed that big giant flying hawk. Huh. At least it was short. The exclamation point just means you're going to waste time talking. Cutscene. I've learned that. I can't wait to get this game over with. I'll have less to do, but...
Tidings from Erica. She says Hyzant refused our final offer.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzant would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war then?
You think? Wasn't that what this was all about?
Their newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit, right, Cordelia?
Enough, Thalos. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General Avlora. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Does that mean she's on our side now?
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General Avlora. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustudolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustudolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone. But with you, General Avlora, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Esfrosty general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me. Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General Avlora!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzant and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this. For my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Thank you, General Avlora.
That just kind of happened, huh? All that loyalty to the big guy. Oh, scales. Zippity. Do I have all the information, or do I have to go around town looking for fucking sparklies and talking to random people again? This game is basically when somebody has a good idea, like when your dad says, hey, let's go to the shore or whatever. It'd be great, go to the beach or whatever. And you go to the shore just to sit around and, you know,
Start a flood.
fucking suck up that purifier for your nasal cavity.
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzelia River. Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Teleor upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city. Flooding the town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Lake Teleor is a man-made reservoir.
God, I'm on you.
You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
My God. Oof. What? You said something?
Scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
No. The damage will be too great. The means would not justify the end, Benedict.
We cannot afford to lose.
I agree with Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands. Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions. We must take the capital back and show our strength and resilience.
I just want to know who Frederica thinks she is, by the way.
So that means
She just keeps spouting out her nonsense.
If we
It's like, son, honey, you're not married yet.
no matter the consequences, we can't lose the war. We just can't.
Teleor Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods. I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Glenbrook thrives because of that water. And to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers. There are ways to slip into the castle unseen.
If you have used it before, there is a chance it has been sealed off since.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
So you mean not to use the
God, I
blast
love you.
crystal?
Oh, God.
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Esfrost's warship. It would close off their escape route.
You don't really have to tell me
our first priority should be
all the different ways we can win a battle. I mean, we could just do it, you know?
we cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options.
There's so many things about this game I just can't stand that it makes it difficult for me to pick which one it is that really bothers me.
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle. The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens. If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
Negotiate.
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
Allow me to ask once more. Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Teleor and flood the town? Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships, and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy? Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our path.
Already? Or you want to waste more time walking around talking to people? Uh-huh. Is there anything here to talk about, or... Hey, baby doll. God, I want you so badly. More HP pellets. It's hard for me to really see if there's something in the corner there with all these things listed. How am I supposed to loot from this guy's house? No, excuse me. I'm so fucking gassy today. Oh, quality iron for free. Nice. Yeah, is there a way you can see what your decisions are actually doing? It keeps saying his resolve is strengthened. His resolve is strengthened, but resolve of what? What resolve? Is there an apparent point system that all your decisions really dictate or influence in some way or another, or do you have anything? Well, I have no money, so it doesn't matter. I don't. What does that matter at this point? Everyone thinks he's dead still, don't they? And no intelligence has made people somewhat curious as to the blonde guy with the hat and the mask. Considering the guy he was supposed to sort of replace or do people into thinking he was had been a lot stronger than Roland. You know, like jumping 500 feet in the air and slamming his lance down in such a way, which Roland can't do. And Roland's riding on horseback, which he never did. The other guy, whatever his name is. I love you. God, I love you. No, I'm not reading any of this. I don't know what to do here. Wait, let me say that differently. I don't give a fuck. Destroy the bridge. Destroy the dam. Infiltrate the castle. I don't know if that's gonna work.
Say. Certainly. A hard choice.
My lord. Quite true.
Yes, sir.
It seems like Benedict only wants to kill everybody.
Certainly. I must hear what the others think.
God, 21 fucking minutes of this shit.
Aye, lad.
Even this is so formulaic.
Consider this. Tough spot.
And the battles take too long, too.
Good point. I have chosen.
Again, even this is formulaic. I don't mind it being based on what you've learned. I just don't like learning being talking to people randomly.
Which strategy do we entrust?
Until it tells you, oh yeah, you learned everything. Okay.
Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
And if somebody else has something new to say based on an item you've picked out in your investigations, then, by the way, how do you get 3 scales? Then they should tell you, hey, this person's got something new to add, as opposed to you just talk to the same people without any concept of whether or not they've learned something.
I changed my mind.
I'm with you.
Oh, really? It's Frederica's. By the way, Benedict, aren't you supposed to be a servant to the house?
The way forward is decided. We collapse the bridge and trap the enemy within the castle, keeping the common folk safe from the worst of the fighting.
By the way, if you already know these ways to infiltrate, why don't you have some assassins infiltrate while you keep them negotiating? In this way, if it doesn't go your way, you can just have the assassins do their business. Oh, there's my Lila.
Drive the enemy into the castle and negotiate. You have chosen a righteous path, Wolfort. But do you really think negotiations will prevail? Such sympathy may be your downfall.
Are you saintly or are you a cock?
Then walk tall. It is time to test your mettle. I must return to Hysant and see Minister Kamso. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
You have my thanks.
I want to rub my penis on Lila's back.
For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Sereno. The goddess, the source, iron? The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew. Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard bearer to guide them.
A standard bearer?
Yes, people like you and me. This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
Can I have sex with Milo and Lila now? Good to see that a chapter has ended without us actually fighting. That's good. Oh, boy.
House Wolfort and Hyzant join forces and begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Esfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be...
By the way, don't they have armies too? How can you easily just get to the castle?
Frederica proposes they destroy the bridge linking the castle to the rest of the capital, isolating the enemy and forcing them to parley. Though it may draw out the conflict, it is well worth it if they can avoid causing suffering to the people. Serenoa and the others agree to the plan. In support of House Wolfort, Hyzant's great army marches forth for the first time since the Salt Iron War.
It sounds like so much is going on, but really nothing's happening. Hey, a cutscene.
Well then, let us make them welcome.
My lady.
By the way, another problem with Frederica is that not only is she a half-bred, but if you're so proud of being whatever you are, Roselian, you're marrying a guy that has no Roselian background at all. So now you're finally depleting your bloodline more so.
Of course you are. But simply understanding a thing doesn't mean you are ready to face it. A single second's hesitation on the battlefield could cost you your life.
Worry not.
That's happened many times. She's quite alright.
Against any who stand against me, even my siblings.
To try and save them.
No, to save myself. And to save House Wolfort.
You're not very proud Roselians if your mother was with a guy that wasn't Roselian and you're with a guy that's not Roselian. You're not really proud to be Roselian. You just have pink hair. Alright. Again, you can easily wear a wig. Not a big deal.
Minister Camsell and myself have brought what troops we could muster.
I'm grateful for your assistance.
It was an arduous journey. Is there anywhere the soldiers could rest?
We've prepared barracks at the harbor. Please use them freely.
You do think of everything.
Hyzant has not mobilized a force so large since the Salt Iron War. Yet I hear you intend to settle this not by battle, but by parley. The Holy One will not agree to any half-hearted measures.
The pressures of a large army on the capital's threshold is part of our plan. Come inside and I will explain the rest.
You're not actually going to show you explaining the rest, right? You're going to show... Okay, I mean... Do we have a mock battle at least? No, we don't. Did you gain any new items? No. I mean, oh God, do I want you? Oh my God. Oof. Like, really, these new characters don't do anything. Hi, baby. God, I want you. Alright, well, looks like there's nothing going on here. So, let's pause for now, and when I come back, we will watch cutscenes! I'll see you then.